Alright, so today we're going to be finishing what I did on this side. I did the dovetail cut where I cut my fender, changed the approach angle a little bit. I'm going to go through the details with kind of what I did to mark out this side and that side, and go over cutting and basically getting that out of there and put our little seam thing on it just to cover that sharp edge. So let's get right into that. And cool. So here's the fender right here, not really chopped yet. I got it lined up, marked the line that I taped on both sides before I cut, so that I could just take the tape off of this side and go about my driving without having some ugly tape, minus the lopsidedness of the fenders. So I showed you guys a line that I already marked, and I'll kind of show you how I marked it. It's easier to mark with these little thin ones. That's kind of how I got my main line on each side. You can really get up in there, and for demonstration purposes, and you can really kind of get off to the side and do what you need. I learned that from painting bottoms, working on boats. Forked that over into getting this line nice and straight and symmetrical on each side. So what I'm going to do now, since I already got this marked up and I did that the other day, I'm just going to take some of this tape right here. I'm just going to kind of lay it above the top side here, just to kind of protect this top side of paint from whenever I grind this off and use the cutoff wheel to slice it. So we'll get that going on right now, and we'll kind of get to cutting. Alright, so got everything taped off, pretty much ready to cut. This is the part where you kind of just gotta do it, you know, kind of learn that. It's always good to have some kind of gloves on, protect your hands, and eye protection, and I should be wearing some sort of mask. I want to look into getting the O2 armor. They have just little plop up things into your nostril that you can throw in there. They look pretty comfortable, so, but yeah. Oh, don't forget this real quick. Ear protection. This shit gets really loud, so it'll really fuck up your ears. Good to go. Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just scoring my line. I'm going to do that pretty much all the way across, and then once I get everything scored, I can start really getting it and cutting and getting through this. Got my line scored all the way up. You can try and keep a straight as you can line all the way up. That's the score, and we'll just follow that, cut that through, and then there'll be kind of a few things behind that we need to chop, and we'll need to bend it off, and hell yeah. got the main bulk of our cutting done. That will be cleaned up. Just comes around. So now we're gonna cut up into here. I think bring it down. That way we can kind of access our straight cut. It gets a little tight in there. There's the bulk of the fender right there. Just got everything cut out. All that shit from down there pretty much cut out. Now I can go ahead and, well, at least move the tape. And here's where we have a little bit of cleanup work to do. We're gonna clean up with a little disc. Yeah, just gonna get all this. That'll cut you. So we're just gonna take that off. What everything looks like on the edge. Might have a few little ones, but I'm just looking to take most of them off. And then next, here's a cool little AutoZone find that I found. It's actually door trim material. It's actually perfect for this application. So I'll show you how I kind of go about putting that on. I'm gonna take this material and I'll get rid of this, but for now we'll leave it. Slip it on here. There we go. This little curve can get a little tricky. There we go. And start slipping it on. Nice. And then we'll just need to trim this part a little up in here. Grab some scissors or a razor knife, do that and slip it in, and good to go. Here's the finished product. Come over to the side that we just cut. Now there's a few things down under here that are a little different, like up in there. It's a lot cleaner and smoother than right here. I'm gonna try and smooth that off when I get a chance and cut that back up there. But other than that, both sides are cut and even.